Did you know that getting older isn't the is there just one factor that influences leg strength? A multitude older individuals believe that muscle discomfort, lack of strength in the legs, or difficulty in mobility are simply inherent elements of growing older. In reality, however, your nutrition plays a significant role, more significant influence than you might think. Enhancing your strength, stability, and movement is crucial for every step you take. Cherish each moment you are present and each time you ascend the stairs. Your nutrition plan either fortifies and safeguards your legs or slowly diminishes their strength. Unfortunately, many older individuals unknowingly consume foods that diminish their bone strength, hinder progress, blood flow, and damage their muscles, causing challenges for them to relocate as they grow older. The positive update: this is an issue that can be resolved. Improving. Making choices is something you can engage in at any time. Years. Maintaining strength in your legs is essential for years ahead. Restore vitality and reduce discomfort by incorporating the right nutrition and steering clear of the erroneous options. What certain foods are hindering your ability to move freely and secretly? Here are 5 common foods that diminish leg strength and their alternatives. 1. Refined sweetener, the silent strength destroyer. A touch of sweetness provides a comforting presence. An easy task during a family gathering, a tablespoon of sweetness in your morning brew, or even the widely recognized practice of seizing a dessert after dinner. Following an exhausting day, it feels harmless, almost like a little delight. However, what if I were to inform you that your legs are gradually becoming weaker, what could be the outcome of this daily indulgence? Unbeknownst to many, sugar plays a significant role greatly to their decline mobility. Numerous older adults experience joint unease, lack of strength, and a growing feeling of fatigue. Research challenges your belief that stiffness and painful legs are a common facet of growing older. Overindulging the presence of sugar in your diet is slowly diminishing your strength, resulting in a greater challenging for you to stay engaged and perhaps increasing your likelihood of developing significant challenges with movement. Your health instantly experiences a spike in glucose levels when you intake sugar, regardless of the situation, from baked goods, sweet treats, carbonated beverages, or even sweeteners that are hidden in packaged nutritional options. You might first experience an increase in invigorated as a consequence, yet this effect is temporary. You are experiencing fatigue, feeling drained and feeble after the sudden rise and following decline. This pattern slowly diminishes your body's ability to manage energy, making even fundamental movements feel exhausting. Nonetheless, the damage goes beyond alterations in vitality. One of the primary factors contributing to discomfort in the joints and the muscular weakness is persistent swelling, which is driven by excessive sugar. Your joints may experiencing discomfort, swelling, and rigidity when your body experiences constant inflammation, particularly in areas subjected to pressure, such as your joints and lower body. Muscle fibers are essential components of our body's movement and strength. Also affected by inflammation, turning into more rigid and increasingly susceptible to injury. This clarifies the reasons behind the high number of older individuals. Individuals experience persistent discomfort in their legs or weightiness even when there is no observable harm. Then there's the medication issue with resistance. An excessive intake of sugar accelerates the inherent deceleration in the reaction of the body to insulin that takes place as one grows older. Your muscles cease to take in essential nutrients such as protein and amino acids, substances which are the essential elements they need to stay robust. When there is a lack of response to insulin advances, muscles begin to lose strength and specialist if they are not properly well fed. As a result, older adults who ingest significant quantities of sugar often experience a reduction in muscle mass at a faster rate, which creates additional challenges for retention, movement, and stability. The levels of sugar are diminishing the strength of your bones along with your muscles and joints. The vast number of individuals often do not realize that sugar can hinder the uptake of calcium, which ultimately leads to diminished, more fragile bones. This brings to light the potential for breaks, which may be life-threatening for older individuals. A clear and simple decline that previously only a minor bruise could now lead to a severe injury that undermines your self-sufficiency. What services can you provide? What comes next? Improving decision-making is the resolution rather than eliminating all the gentleness in your life. Select organic alternatives with a reduced impact on glucose concentrations, like honey dates or coconut sweetener instead of refined sweetener, along with providing nutrients, protective compounds, and essential components that promote strong bones and muscles. Fresh fruits can satisfy your sweet cravings. Longing. Rather than sugary snacks that only offer empty calories, if desires crave, search for rich cocoa delight nuts or a modest portion of dairy, including berries. Above all, stay vigilant for concealed sweeteners. A significant amount of packaged items that are marketed as beneficial for well-being are elevated in sweetness. Breads, salad dressings, granola bars, and yogurts can all contain notable levels of added sugar present that are harmful to your well-being. Strive for whole natural foods that provide sustained vitality and nourishment. Additionally, consistently review tags. 9. Your ability to navigate effectively the future relies on the choices you create today. While sugar may appear to be a slight indulgence, it is slowly taking away your ability to remain upright, relocate, and embrace independence. Do not permit your future should not be dictated by something that can be prevented. Take control now to make sure your legs remain strong and functional, robust, and enduring for numerous years to please arrive. 2 quick service meals and heavily fried options are your joint's hidden adversaries. The crispy exterior of fried chicken, the inviting satisfaction of a crispy treat, or the satisfying crunch of a perfectly cooked golden brown fry all possess an undeniable charm. These meals are easy to find popular and often linked to memories of celebrations, family gatherings, or even just brief moments of indulgence. Additionally, while they may satisfy your taste, they are gradually diminishing your strength in the legs, restricting your joints, and causing it more challenging to navigate with each passing year by. Many older individuals believe that their discomfort in the legs, aching knees, and reduced movement are merely unavoidable outcomes of growing older. In reality, as time passes, are not as important as your dietary choices. Quick service meals and heavily fried options are included the least favorable choices for your blood flow, muscles, and joints, each of which is essential for lower body power. Trans fats are a type of unsaturated fat that can have negative effects on health. One of the most provocative substances in contemporary nutrition, and consuming certain items can subject your body to these harmful fats. Alongside generating weight gain, these fats affect the body to experience widespread inflammation, particularly in the context of long-term inflammation, which is a hidden threat that causes it challenging to maintain an upright position, move about, or ascend steps. Harm accumulates gradually, leading to a deterioration of cartilage and an increased likelihood of experiencing arthritis, a condition that significantly hinders movement and impacts countless seniors. Nevertheless, the damage continues beyond that point. Quick meals and greasy options can hinder progress. Circulation, which deprives your muscles of the oxygen and nutrients they require, need to stay well. Muscle spasms, persistent fatigue accompanied by a sense of heaviness and lethargy, an experience that turns even brief strolls draining, are all signs of inadequate blood flow. Ensuring proper blood flow is crucial for older adults' muscle performance as well, in order to prevent significant issues such as peripheral artery condition, PA, and deep vein thrombosis DVT, which can both lead to dangerous blood clots and reduce movement. The reality that these certain foods can lead to rapid weight increase, which has an unfavorable impact on your legs, is yet another significant concern. Your knees, joints, and areas will be under. More emphasize the additional burden you are bearing. Your knees bear an additional 4 pounds of pressure for each pound of body weight, which makes mobility more challenging and demanding. For this purpose, many of seniors who consume fried foods frequently experience discomfort in the joints, along with a sense of unsteadiness and an increased risk of falling. Furthermore, the added weight accelerates the breakdown of cartilage, which provides support for your joints. Motion transforms uneasy and at times rendering one unable to function as soon as that cartilage declines. Nonetheless, the effects of processed and fried meals can impact bone health significantly. Often overlooked consequence: the body's ability to take in essential minerals such as calcium and magnesium, which are essential for robust skeletal health, is hindered through these foods. Given that hip fractures are one of the primary factors contributing to the elderly individuals lose their autonomy, this ultimately leads to reduced bone density, which elevates the likelihood of bone injuries in older adults. A solitary stumble has the ability to entirely transform your approach of existence, transforming daily activities into intense challenges. You may take action before it becomes critical, which is fantastic news. Opt for more nutritious cooking methods such as baking, grilling, or cooking by steaming instead of frying. Wellness fats that enhance rather than diminish nutrients for joint wellness, including options like avocado or olive oil, can serve as a substitute for processed options oils. Nuts roasted chickpeas or nutritious snacks made from scratch instead of inflammation are beneficial options when urges emerge. Choose grilled or steamed options are preferable to deep-fried choices individuals during a meal at a restaurant. The effort what you incorporate into your meals today will yield benefits in the future with enhanced strength and better mobility, movement, and an enhanced awareness of liberation. Small enhancements accumulate over time. Your nutrition can either enhance or it could diminish your strength, or it might have the contrary effect. The choice is yours to make. In place of leading to unease and limitation, allow nutrition serves as a source of vitality and motion. The next time you consider indulging in fried food, reflect on whether it's worth sacrificing your leg resilience due to your capacity to walk, advance, and thrive in the years ahead could be affected by the reaction. 3. Bite-by-bite cured meats are weakening physical power. For numerous individuals, cured meats have historically been a well-known and simple enhancement to daily life nutrition. A hot dog at a summer barbecue bacon, cooking up a storm in the kitchen at dawn, or a quick ham and cheese sandwich for meal. For numerous years, these dishes has been an integral aspect of everyday routines and traditions. Nevertheless, the majority of people remain uninformed that processed meats are discreetly reducing the strength of the muscles that support you relocating, even with their ease and taste. Maintaining the well-being of your muscles and maintaining your well-being as you grow older is crucial to maintaining your independence and ability to move. Nevertheless, it is conceivable that the substances that are designed to support the body is truly exhausting it. Substances, salt, and hazardous substances present in cured meats, such as crispy, savory, flavorful cured meats and spicy dogs, slowly affect your body's ability to operate effectively. The high sodium content in processed meats is among their most detrimental characteristics. High levels of sodium consumption lead to swelling and fluid buildup, which can affect my legs feel weighed down, stiff, and lacking energy. It increasingly becomes a challenge to walk comfortably or remain in position for an extended period intervals of duration due to the muscles gradually losing strength due to this ongoing pressure on the body. Senior individuals who consume high amounts of sodium often encounter increased occurrences of leg-tingling sensations, discomfort in joints, and muscle spasms, which complicates everyday activities than they ought to be. Processed meats play a role in inflammation, a nuanced yet important factor in the decline of muscles and joints. Furthermore, liquid holding on cured meats include substances and additives that lead to persistent inflammation, which slowly reduces muscle tissue strength by inducing subtle harm. Furthermore, swelling harms your joints, leading to rigidity and discomfort that can render even simple tasks challenging. Tasks challenging like getting up from a seat or climbing steps. Additionally, more severe the accumulation of inflammation, the repercussions hinder your progress in the present, but may also accelerate the loss of muscle over time that complicates mobility as you age. Unfortunate nutritional absorption is a significant concern impact of frequently consuming processed meats. To maintain strength and flexibility, your muscles need premium protein, iron, and various other nutrients. Nonetheless, cured meats contain elevated levels of chemicals. Substance obstructs your body's capacity to take in these essential nutrients. These diet plans can lead to a reduction in your muscle mass assistance they need instead of providing this, which leads to a slow decline in muscle function weakness that is more noticeable over duration. It's time to transition away from processed proteins to more nutrient-rich, beneficial options. If you wish to preserve your fortify and protect your legs from unnecessary stress, choose raw and fresh nutrients such as seafood poultry or barbecued options poultry, since they provide a source of pure protein free from any risk substances. Incorporate protein from plant sources that are rich in essential nutrients that support physical well-being, such as legumes, pulses, tree nuts, and grains. If you enjoy sandwiches, opt for those made fresh meats instead of deli cuts from the clinic. For a balanced meal, offer them with quality grains and greens. Your everyday nutritional choices have a significant impact on your ability to move, act, and thrive with ease. While processed meats offer convenience indeed, experiencing a decline in strength, which is significantly more important. Creating the transition to more nutritious choices immediately will lead to increased movement, enhanced leg strength, and the capacity to maintain an active lifestyle for an extended period ahead. You possess the ultimate authority in this situation, and you will be happy you took the right steps option. 4 items elevated in sodium, depleting your legs of strength. Salt has consistently been included in each meal. Hidden within manufactured products that made life a little simpler, sprinkled over eggs in the morning, and mixed into broths for good evening. Nonetheless, what if this fundamental element, something so minuscule and well recognized, is indeed counterproductive? How about you? What if the essential component that imparts a delicate essence to your meals causing a decline in your leg strength and increasing difficulty to relocate annually? A significant number of older individuals consider that the sensation of heaviness in the legs, along with swelling and muscle weakening, is simply common elements of growing older. Nonetheless, the reality is that a diet rich in sodium contributes to an important role in these issues. High intake of salt has a direct effect on your ability to walk, stand, and move freely, which transcends the heart illness or elevated blood pressure. Fluid retention is among the primary concerns, linked to a diet high in sodium. Limbs and foot swelling results from the body retaining additional fluid when there is excessive salt levels in the bloodstream. Your health is likely experiencing difficulties managing as well excessive salt. If you have ever observed that your legs feel unusually weighted, your swelling in the ankles, or the fit of your shoes more constricted than usual, each motion grows increasingly challenging when you are enlarged, which hinders your movement and creates even tasks that appear simple, such as standing for prolonged durations, ambulating, navigating the stairs, or simply rising from a seat, feel demanding. Nonetheless, the impact of sodium extends beyond swelling. Furthermore, excessive salt intake hinders circulation, which restricts your muscles, the essential elements they need for sustenance to stay strong. Keeping your legs energized and responsiveness necessitates adequate circulation stream. However, excessive sodium levels can decrease the efficiency of nutrient distribution, constricts blood vessels, and increases blood tension. This leads to a reduction in muscle strength, fatigue, and reduced stamina over time, rendering even brief strolls challenging. The concealed damage that salt inflicts on the condition of the bones could be a significant concern. A multitude of individuals often do not realize that too much salt reduces bone strength and heightens the likelihood of breaks by taking away calcium from the physical form. This presents a considerable concern for elderly individuals. A small mistake might result in a decline, a harm, or potentially the loss of personal autonomy due to delicate bones. Excessive sodium is causing deterioration. Your bone resilience consistently, year after year after a year, even though you may not observe the effects immediately. Nonetheless, sodium is found all around, not limited to the salt shaker neither. Packaged meals, ready-to-eat options, processed soups, cured meats, condiments, and all-inclusive dining options available. As a result of the reality that salt is inadvertently included to a variety of foods, numerous individuals consume considerably higher levels of salt compared to them. Understand. Nonetheless, there remains a glimmer of optimism. Quality is not compromised for the sake of decrease in sodium intake. It involves selecting additional thoughtfully, choose entirely fresh ingredients, excessively refined options. To improve taste, avoid incorporating extra salt. Utilize botanicals, flavor enhancers, and organic condiments. Himalayan pink salt or sea salt. Which one is better? Include essential trace elements that support overall well-being, may serve as a substitute for common table salt. Above all, maintain and be vigilant for concealed sodium in packaged items. Your influence can be substantial on your mood by examining labels and making choices reduce sodium alternatives. Time is not the sole element that influences your limb power. Your everyday choices carry an effect on it. Lowering sodium consumption is one of the simplest yet most impactful techniques to maintain leg mobility. Liberally enhance your skeletal structure. Boost improved blood flow and reduce inflammation. It's a small modification that might lead to a stronger and independent future, one in which you move with energy, grace, and assurance. 5. Handled stolen carbohydrates and white bread, the power derived from your physical form. Pasta, white bread, and other processed options. Carbohydrates have been a well-known presence at the dining table for numerous years. A plate of pasta for dinner, a sub for midday meal, or a comforting slice of bread in the good morning. Everything appears quite typical, quite well known. But what if the foods you have been consuming food without much thought for years? Indeed, diminishing your strength, diminishing your power, and causing it. Is it becoming harder for you to move around comfortably? Numerous older adults think that their legs gaining weight, their movement becoming more challenging, and their advancing the reduction in mobility is a common occurrence of getting older. While age plays a role, the majority individuals often do not realize that the foods they consuming food consistently is accelerating this downturn. While refined carbohydrates such as white bread, elegant pasta dishes, and confections might delightful from the start, they engage, reduce your strength, and offer minimal the importance of nourishment for your well-being. The handling of processed sugars is the initial origin of the problem. Polished grains lack their natural consumption, resulting in a lack of essential nutrients in the rear. Unlike whole grains that are abundant in fiber, vitamins, and elements, your body rapidly transforms to a pale hue. Carbohydrates convert into glucose when consumed, those which elevate glucose levels swiftly. You might experience a short increase in vitality from this, yet it remains, followed by a sharp downturn that results in you experiencing fatigue, weariness, and feeling sluggish. This can lead to deterioration in your muscles over time. Pattern of fluctuations in blood sugar levels that diminishes their stamina and results in everyday responsibilities increasingly difficult. Nonetheless, the damage continues beyond that. Excessive consumption of processed sugars and starches additionally plays a role in long-term swelling, which is one of the primary concerns regarding muscle performance and movement capabilities. Inflammation can create a sensation of increased weight in the body. More than it ought to tightens the joints and reduces muscle strength. Your nutrition could be more significant than you might think if you've ever felt discomfort in your legs, persistent fatigue, or difficulty ascending steps. Processed carbohydrates possess the contrary impact of whole grains, which assist in the recovery of muscle tissue and reduce swelling decrease. They worsen inflammation, which disrupts the proper functioning of your joints and muscles. Muscle deterioration is one of the most detrimental long-term effects of processed carbohydrates. Preserving muscle mass is essential for self-sufficiency, stability, and movement as we grow older. However, muscles are deficient in the essential nutrients and important building blocks they need to stay resilient when the body is often subjected to refined carbohydrates lacking sufficient nutrition. Rather, they begin to agreement transforming simple tasks into a challenge increasingly difficult. Until fundamental tasks such as rising from a seat, moving about, traversing great lengths, or transporting shopping items turn out to be unexpectedly challenging, the reduction occurs slowly and often continues, not acknowledged. Luckily, there's always an opportunity for improvement. Your vitality, stamina, and overall well-being mobility can be greatly improved, enhanced by choosing complete, unrefined opt for whole grains instead of processed options. Select entire whole grain or sprouted grain breads instead. White bread, as they contain more nutrients and elements that support muscle wellness. Quinoa, brown rice, or whole grains wheat pasta offers a consistent supply of vitality without the harmful fluctuations in blood sugar spikes that accompany refined pasta. Incorporate lean proteins and nutrient-rich vegetables to maintain your muscle strength and your body properly nourished. Your ability to move is considering your legs and their condition. The role in the future relies on what you provide for their nourishment. Muscle weakening occurs, not a typical part of the aging process that you must endure. Your well-being can be maintained. Empowerment. Protect your autonomy and continue progressing with assurance for years ahead by being considerate choices today. Every meal is a chance to either receive from or restore your body. There is a choice available to you. Final thoughts. Your mobility, your destiny. It seems you are looking for something specific. Have experienced a lifetime of journeys, appreciation for your legs. They have provided assistance. You navigate through extended work hours, walked with cherished individuals, and provided you the liberty to journey, discover, and live your life as you wish. It may come to your attention that they are experiencing a decline in strength and speed, and increasingly unpredictable as time progresses. A multitude of individuals hold the view that this is an inevitable part of aging. However, in truth, time does not determine your degree of movement. It is affected by the choices you encounter daily. Your wellness in the future is significantly shaped by the elements you include in your plate. They possess the ability to either strengthen and support your skeletal structure and connective tissues and muscles, or they may gradually affect your ability to move. Advancing in years is not the sole element influencing the decrease in leg power that numerous elderly experience. It often leads to, after years of following restrictive eating plans, the body of essential nutrients worsen swelling and diminish strength. The positive aspect is that you can change the path of your well-being irrespective of where you are located. Envision the possibility of navigate with ease and comfort each day as you rise in the morning. Envision maintaining an upright posture without any pain burdening you, taking long strolls with loved ones without needing to pause, and ascending steps without hesitation. These aren't distant dreams. These can be achieved opportunities, but you need to proceed with determination. The initial move towards making progress is what you intake. You might already be noticing the effects of consuming various foods high in sugar, unhealthy fats, salt, and synthetic substances. If you have completed for many years, it is possible that you encounter consistent discomfort, muscle spasms, or inflammation, or your legs seem to have more weight than before exist. Maybe you steer clear of engaging in specific matters that appear overly challenging or exhausting. Despite these challenges may not appear significant, initially, they could ultimately lead to a decrease in self-sufficiency that others prefer to avoid with prior to their removal. A multitude of individuals often overlook the liberty to move confidently, maintain your posture, and stride with assurance of collapsing. However, matters don't have to be in this condition. You can begin to reverse the damage caused by embracing small, intentional nutritional modifications. By concentrating on efficiency nutrients, beneficial lipids, and wholesome meals, and choosing whole natural foods, you offer your body with the tools to recover power, adaptability, and avoid additional decline in your legs. Achieving flawlessness is not the goal. One meal at it's about making smarter choices. It's important to continue progressing, utilizing your legs which supported you throughout a lifetime of recollections. Nonetheless, you carry the responsibility for their well-being. Are you ready to take control of what lies ahead, or will you allow poor dietary decisions to drain what is your level of strength? Regardless of your decision to persist independent and capable, or if you develop a dependence on others for even the most fundamental movements, rely on the decision you take today. Choose wellness. Choose your level of intensity. Choose a path that allows you to keep moving and walking and pursue your life according to your own choices. As of now, your legs act as your support. They must be resilient. The aim of these lectures aim to inspire you to embrace life, live to the fullest and most authentic. I would be pleased to receive your response at your earliest convenience. Take a moment to reflect, then provide one piece of information you've discovered that you wish to apply in your own well-being. On this journey of embracing, in light of these circumstances, let us support each other. If you found this video to be enjoyable, kindly provide a note with one. If that's the case, you're welcome to include 0 in your comment. Your feedback holds great significance for us. For additional content of this nature, please be sure to join our YouTube channel and show your support by liking our content and distribute our videos. Your support means a lot to me. Observing, and I trust you find joy in your life as you choose.